Excellent. Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for attending. And for both myself, Paul Manyagi, and Garrett Jones, we're going to take you through where Zoom is at today with artificial intelligence, as well as where we're headed with some of our architecture. All right. So in terms of our agenda today, we're going to talk a little bit about the Zoom platform. Second, we're going to talk about AI Companion, which is a new addition to our overall platform. Think of it as a digital assistant across all your Zoom products. Then we're going to transition to Gareth, who's going to talk about our custom AI Companion studio and platform, some of the announcements and things that we're doing with AWS, and then next steps. So let's talk about what the Zoom platform is. Most of you are probably familiar by raise of hands what Zoom is, right? You guys probably use Zoom, been on a Zoom, maybe tired of Zoom, right? But Zoom is just more than just a meetings platform or a video platform. We've actually extended into phone capabilities, meeting, webinars, events, scheduler, mail and calendar, as well as interoperability with Microsoft and Google for mail and calendar, workplace reservations, and other capabilities. In that, across our overall platform stack, we've also embedded AI Companion capabilities, which is basically a digital assistant that allows you to ask questions, get summarizations, get additional insights across anything that happens in Zoom, as well as anything that you've connected with and into Zoom. So think of Microsoft, Google, other data sources and other tools that you can also get access and applications from. A little bit about AI Companion is that we've basically designed AI Companion to be multi-purpose, meaning that we have a federated architecture. We use multiple models, OpenAI, Anthropic, as well as our own that we've tuned and trained over the years. We don't use any customer data. We've done all this by ourselves, and we allow our customers to get access to AI Companion all throughout the Zoom stack. So I have access to team chat, as well as meetings, summarizations, and other capabilities that I have within that environment. This federated approach makes us unique in that we want to make sure that quality is at the top of the list in terms of how AI leverages your meeting insights and meeting summarizations. Getting that utmost quality in terms of not only what the summarization is, but also the action that comes from those meetings is most important as well. And Gareth is going to talk a little bit more about that in his section. We use not only our own models, but also small language models, as well as the frontier models, Anthropic and OpenAI as well. And what we're announcing today is a new capability for you to also customize AI Companion to be aware of your information, data, and logic. AI Companion 2.0, which was released about a month ago, now has AI Companion firmly integrated into the Zoom application. So if you haven't used or updated your Zoom app recently, please do, as you'll now see AI Companion associated with that across any of the paid licenses of Zoom. This allows you to ask questions, summarize text messages, summarize and create new content, all in a side panel, and this is all inclusive as part of your Zoom license. There's no additional fee associated with this. And with Zoom AI Companion, we allow these three things to exist. The first is we want to make the contextual information of Zoom as relevant and possible and integrated into the AIC or AI Companion experience. This allows you to make intelligent decisions across AI, across the Zoom workplace to allow you to make decisions faster and work with your colleagues and others faster. This also allows you to synthesize information. So think about your calendar and creating an agenda, as well as other things around your meeting summarizations and other things that you can bring together into that one cohesive experience. And then lastly, which is really the point of AI in our belief, is that this now allows you to take action. So what actions, what decisions were made in the meetings? What to-dos were reassigned? What due dates were allocated to those particular tasks and items? And having AI Companion bubble those things up and surface those up to the user so that they can accelerate their day and start focusing on the things that they would rather do. So with that, let me turn that over to Gareth, who's going to talk about how you then customize AI Companion.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. From what you heard from Paul, As we built AI Companion, we really looked to our customers and got some feedback about what they're doing and what they want from us. What they've told us is that they love AI Companion out of the box. Everyone here may have used some form of meeting summary. Getting outputs from, I see some head nods, from getting those outputs is incredibly valuable, as well as being able to ask questions during a meeting. What we heard from our customers is that they wanted to bring their own tools and their own services into that experience. So earlier in October, we announced Zoom AI Studio. Zoom AI Studio allows you to customize AI Companion through a low-code and no-code, easy-to-use interface. Starting with 3 components: knowledge collections, fine-tuning, and AI skills. And I'll cover each one. So the first is being able to leverage insights from your own data. If you've ever been in a position where you're trying to find out when is my next vacation day, or what is the company's policy for GDPR between Germany and London or the UK? With AI Studio, we allow organizations to bring their own data to AI Companion to ask more contextually rich questions as they interact with AI Companion. They do this by creating these concepts called collections. You can create a collection through the ability to import local files, use Google Drive, OneDrive, and coming soon, Amazon services. Next, we know that the average organization loves their 3-letter acronyms. Every organization loves these 3-letter acronyms. But from what we've heard is that sometimes, as we've done transcription, we want to provide a boost to those by providing your own vocabularies. So in this example, with RTB versus RTP from an advertising perspective. How an organization would do this is they would upload their custom vocabulary into AI Companion, into AI Studio, which will then customize our speech services for transcription, captions, and other speech services across that landscape that Paul mentioned earlier. Last and certainly not least, using AI Studio, you can create unique meeting templates for your organization. This comes in 2 formats. You think of one being very basic. What we heard is that customers love their meeting summaries, but not every meeting is the same. And what they look for is different ways and different templates that they can select and use. The second way you can do this is through something more complex, through workflows. So if you can imagine, a meeting takes place. Using AI Studio, you can create a workflow end-to-end for an organization. For example, post-meeting, you can take the transcript and do some post-filtering. When that goes to the LLM, you can also do filtering post the LLM. And you do that all through the power of connectors that Paul is going to talk through shortly. That's just a preview of some of the customizations that you can do using AI Studio. And now I'm going to hand it back over to Paul to talk more about our developer ecosystem.
Great. Thanks, Gareth. So with AI Companion, there's great capabilities and things that we've extended, but we also allow developers to get access across the Zoom platform as well. We've spent the last couple of years really reimagining what that experience would look like for developers to get access not only to experiences within Zoom, but also build on top of and into Zoom in new and different ways. So the first thing that we really wanted to make sure that we allowed developers to have was providing them choice to let our customers work where they are and meet where they are. Right? If I live in Microsoft, I should be able to live in Microsoft. If I work in Google or another application or something homegrown, I should be able to work there. So having the SDKs and the APIs in order to enable that has been a key core focus of ours. The second thing is the ease of use, right? Just as easy as it is to join a Zoom meeting and to participate in Zoom, we wanted to make that experience as easy for developers as well. So how you build and how you integrate into Zoom should be just as easy in that way. And then lastly, around apps and integrations, we have well over 20 2,600 applications now on our marketplace that has just been exploding over the last couple of years for obvious reasons. But now we're looking to extend that even deeper into new areas and new areas across that entire Zoom workplace to allow developers to build once and extend many places across different surface areas within Zoom. So, by reaching this objective in terms of first having an open platform, right, having open APIs and SDKs readily available, we want to make this as simple as possible. The second is a comprehensive set of developer resources. So for developers, they can work with not only our DevRel team, but also our developer documentation that we just overhauled over this last couple months or so to make it really easy to get examples and really simple code up and running very quickly. The third thing is around global distribution. We have well over 300 million active users on our platform today that we can publicly state. The distribution of your application and your integration can be almost endless. So we want to make that as easy as possible for you to get access to those users with your application. And then lastly, which is probably the most important thing, is how do you monetize it? We've recently just opened up new monetization channels for people to discover your application on our marketplace and monetize that, as well as programs that we have in our ISV program that allow you to co-sell with our partner and direct channels as well. In terms of the framework that we've provided in our marketplace, this allows you to basically build and have access to our surface areas across that whole Zoom workplace area, as well as embed within Zoom as well. But what not a whole lot of developers know is you can also build using Zoom's core technology. Our video technology, our screen share technology, our sharing technology, our permissions model, all those things can be added by our CPaaS offerings of those components as well. So if you want your app to be the star and not necessarily Zoom, but you want to power it using Zoom's technology, you can do that using our SDKs and APIs. What does that look like? Well, on the first hand, we have SDKs that look just like our Zoom meeting experience. We have APIs that access all the different areas within Zoom, from meetings to Zoom Phone, to Rooms, to Team Chat, and across all of our other platform products. And then we also have a developer admin experience, so you can basically build once and extend out and actually see what your utilization is across our platform. One of the things that we're announcing as part of Gareth's part with Custom AI Companion is a connector framework. This allows third-party developers to actually plug into and get access to AI Companion capabilities. This makes your app discoverable and searchable across the AI access across our workplace. Second thing is that third parties can build and publish that connector on our Zoom marketplace and make it discoverable within the Zoom application. And this allows you to bring your data directly into the workflows of Zoom users and vice versa. This is super exciting for us, and hopefully it's exciting for you too. One big request that we got for the last probably couple years now has been from developers asking, when can I get access to raw audio and video and screen sharing data from Zoom? This has been the #1 request from all developers that want to actually take what's happening within Zoom and then feed it into their own AI models as well. Very soon, and we've opened up a beta for this, we're making this available called RTMS, real-time media streams that allow you to have access to all the core components of a Zoom meeting. This allows that information to be fed into your AI models. So if you want to build a custom telehealth app, if you want to build an application that's built on Zoom, you can do that. And this makes that incredibly easy and doesn't require you to build a bot, then join a meeting, which just annoys everybody and annoys our users. This is a native, under-the-covers integration that allows you to get access to that Zoom data. Now, one thing that we want to direct everyone's attention to is on Wednesday at the keynote, pay special attention to some news that will be generated between Zoom and AWS. We've had a relationship with AWS as a customer, as well as a partner for a number of years. We further extended that within our marketplace. Come Wednesday, there's going to be even an additional announcement that we really want everyone to tune into as well. So stay tuned for that. And lastly, for all of you that have your phones out and you want to learn about more information, these QR codes will take you to not only what AI Companion is about, sign up for the AI Companion beta and learn about the AI customization that's there, as well as our developer ecosystem documentation and information. And with that, we'll probably have a little bit of time to open it up for any questions that you may have.